So today we're gonna show you our date recipe.
So we are using our espresso machine to first heat our milk. This is because we need about 110 Fahrenheit, which is approximately 45 Celsius, and we have to turn to the lowest frothiness level. We have 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry yeast, and 1 1/4 cups of milk that's heated to about 110 Fahrenheit, which is approximately 43 Celsius.
The yeast is going, and we need 4 3/4 cup of flour. The yeast is really foamy now. So what we have in this bowl right now?
We have half a cup of melted, very softened butter, 2 eggs, and we are adding in the zest from 2 lemons, and this is going to be added into our dry ingredients when we're done. So we are going to be adding our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients along with our yeast. And I normally add just a little bit of each at a time to make sure that everything gets incorporated well. Alright, so now we are making the filling for our rolls. So we're going to start with half a cup of melted / softened butter. And then this recipe generally calls for half a cup of the granulated white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar, but we think that's way too much. So we're just going to do half a cup of a mixture of brown and white sugar. And then we are also going to be adding the zest from 2 more lemons, and approximately 2 tablespoons or so of lemon juice. This depends on how strong you want it. And then we are adding 2 cups of whole blueberries. And one thing to keep in mind with this recipe is the camera woman's and I's first-ish dates was making these rolls, so they might just get you married.
Obviously we have a technical issue here. They're stick together.
Bye-bye, sugar.
It reminds me of the first date.
What do we do on our first date?
Oh, actually, maybe the second date. The first day we were walking around the Capitol.
Yeah.
And the second day we were making the blueberry roll.
I waited till the second date to spend any money. So now that our dough has about doubled in size, we're going to roll it out on our very clean countertop that we made sure is very clean. And the counter is usually clean after I leave the house. Put our filling on and roll things up.
I think this is our second successful yeast dough because last time I was trying to make a pumpkin bread. I used the yeast that we already have, but it turns out the dough just didn't rise up. And today we figured out the yeast is already dead. So we got the yeast again. Now the dough is successfully rising up. There are a lot of rolling.
So now we are going to roll this up. First, I just kind of mark everything just to make sure that I'm even. Then we're gonna put these in a pan and let them proof, or let them basically double in size, which will take about an hour, and then we will bake them. Actually, I think we can fit them all in one pan. They'll get kind of tall and fluffy.
Yeah.
They're fully proofed, and then we will bake them at 350 for maybe 20 minutes. So now that the rolls have been put in the oven to bake, we are going to be making our cream cheese frosting. So what we have here is about 12 ounces of cream cheese. Then we're gonna put in about maybe a quarter to a half cup of heavy cream, and then about a quarter cup of sugar. You could use up to 1 cup, that's more typical, just depending on how sweet you like your frosting. And then we are gonna add a little bit more lemon juice, maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons, just depending on how it tastes as we make it. So we will start making it. My director has directed me to use a little whisk because it's cute. Also, I scratched the KitchenAid, so I'm back to manual.
Did you already put the lemon juice in?
A little bit, but we can taste it. And because it's just us, we can taste directly. So the blueberry rolls are done. We'll let them cool off a little bit. We just took them out of the oven, and then we will frost them. We are going to frost our roll.